So he's going to go back and try and maybe pick up a couple more Zealots, or maybe even a Dragoon, and come back in and see if he can do some more damage. At least that's what I'm expecting to see. And Casey's going to have to do a little bit of a better job in terms of defending against that. He can't afford to keep losing so many tanks to this. And Cal actually coming back in with the Reaver alone, going to stop this SCV from producing a turret. And Casey really on the back foot now, and now we see Cal going for that 3 o'clock base there, that expansion I was talking about at the cardinal direction. That is pretty close to his natural expansion, so he should be able to reinforce that pretty well. Cal picking off another SCV that was out in the middle of the map, just wandering around, chillaxing, and really doing nothing. And Cal now making kind of a wall against vultures from the wide ramp side. So the only way Casey's going to get into Cal's base, and the only way Cal's really going to get out of it outside of dropships and aerial, is going to be through this very, very narrow ramp, which is going to be very easy to defend. But also, if Cal does get contained at all, that is going to be very, very difficult for Cal to get out of. Just something to keep in mind here, if that sort of situation does occur. And we're going to see, I think, about 4 or 5 tanks as well as 7 or 8 vultures here coming out for Casey, and Cal's really going to have to do a good job with his Dragoons, and probably he's going to bring out his Reaver as well to try and hold this push back as long as he can, so that we can get a bigger army out. And the Reaver coming out doing a lot of damage to that siege tank. A siege tank does go down. He's going to have to be careful with all of these mines. He's trying to micro as well as he can. Those mines are doing so much damage. Oh my god. But some pretty good micro there by Cal, minimizing the damage that those mines could have done. Those mines could have done so much more. But he did a decent job there microing, and he's down a lot, though. There's still 3 siege tanks, and he's got 1, 2, 3 more reinforcing Dragoons coming in. That Reaver is able to get down all the vultures. But because now all the vultures are down, so now those siege tanks are extremely vulnerable to the Reavers and to a couple Zealots or whatever he really wants to throw at them. They'll go down pretty quickly. The vultures coming in now, and Casey does see this 3rd base going up here, and Cal able to take down another siege tank with that Reaver. Think he's going to get down another one, and he's got 2 Reavers in that shuttle now, taking down another siege tank. He's doing a great job with these Reavers here, and he's going to drop the Reaver again. He's got to be careful with it. Spider Mine does go off and kill a Reaver, but unfortunately it does damage the siege tank as well, and the siege tank goes down. And Cal is doing a fantastic job with these Reavers. He's killing a lot of tanks. I think he's already killed something like 6 tanks or so with those 2 Reavers. So he's doing an excellent job here in fighting back that push. And now he's going to be able to reap the benefits of this 3rd base. He's trying to finish up this wall. He's throwing up a forge, another pylon, so there's going to be a very narrow gap there in which that he'll have to defend. He'll probably just throw up a cannon as soon as that forge is done. He'll be able to throw up a cannon and be able to defend that against vultures pretty adequately, and that's really what you're really defending against in terms of the economic harass. If tanks get in there, you're in big trouble anyways. And that Spider-Man's going to go off and did a lot of damage to a bunch of Dragoons there. Careless by Cal. He should have known that there would be Spider-Mans around the map. More gateways going up for Cal, and there's a Citadel of a Dune for some Zealot speed, which he's going to need to do, going to need in order to break some stronger Terran tank pushes. He's going to need that Zealot speed. And we'll see when he decides to move out here. Vultures for Casey coming out again here, trying to take down this pylon wall that Casey has up. Doing a decent job. Most of the one pylon is almost dead. However, when the Reavers come in, of course, there's nothing that Casey can really do to hang in there. And he's coming in with some more vultures here to try and harass this 3 o'clock base, but they're not going to do anything. Some mines there doing some wow, those mines doing a decent bit of damage there. But Cal has decided to completely wall off that 3 o'clock base with forges and pylons, and I think possibly a cannon or 2 as well. So if Casey's going to want to take that down, he's either going to have to do a very concentrated push, or he could even just do a little drop there behind the mineral line. And there's only 1 cannon back there, so he should be able to take that down pretty quickly if he gets some dropships out. Probably 2 dropships worth of units should be able to do a lot of damage there if he does decide to go the dropship route. I haven't seen him produce any yet. And Casey is moving into the middle expansion there. Yeah, that's like I said, I'm interested to see whether or not Terrans decide to go for the cardinal positions or go for this inside expansion. He is going to go for this inside expansion because he can build around it. We can see he's trying to throw up, I guess that would probably be a turret there, and just try and get some blocks in front of his vultures and his tanks so he can defend it a little better. However, the main disadvantage of taking that expansion is that it's mineral only. It's not a gas expansion, so that is going to be an issue in terms of he will only have 2 gas, whereas Cal will have 3 gas, and you don't like really going against a Protoss when you've got less gas. Protoss heavy gas units can be very painful. And Cal is just doing a very poor job here microing against these mines. These spider mines have done so much damage to his troops, an inordinate amount of damage, I have to say. And now Casey trying to come out with some vultures, but they're being picked off by a group of Zealots and Dragoons, and not being allowed to really do any sort of harassment here. Casey has been completely nullified in terms of his harassment game. These vultures have not done anything at all, and Casey is really a good harassment player. He's quite good with his micro normally, but not getting much of an opportunity here. Cal doing a good job of staying one step ahead of him and keeping pace. And it does look like Starport, Control Tower, Science Facility going up, Armory already up. Armory not upgrading anything though. And I'd like to see the upgrade, see if he did get at least one upgrade on his tanks or anything yet. Haven't seen that yet, haven't really been paying attention, but I will be checking for that next time they click on some tanks or some vultures to see if he's got some upgrades. And some more factories going up, and Observer in an extremely good position for Cal, so he's going to see how many factories going to go up, he's going to see how many machine shops, he's going to see he's going to get a lot of information out of that one observer, as long as he doesn't move it and Casey doesn't notice. And Cal coming in now, going to try and clear this minefield and do some damage and stop the Terran war machine from getting too strong here. And he's trying to do some zealot bombs or something, he's doing some reaver shots, there's some good reaver shots going on in there. Ooh, dude, getting hit on both of those tanks. One of the tanks go down, another of the tanks go down, that shuttle does go down, but that reaver is still doing a ton of damage. That reaver is still alive, has got a lot of health, there's a lot of dragoons in the area too. This expansion for Casey is going down. There's no way he's going to be able to save that. All the tanks go down to some speed lots there, and Casey is in big time trouble here. I think Casey is just about dead in the water. He's going to be down a base, and he's going to have a military disadvantage. And we're going to see Cal throwing up a base at the top left, the natural expansion of the top left start position, and something's going on at the 12 o'clock position there at that cardinal base. I'm not sure if there's another expansion going up, and we're seeing double expansion from Cal, or if that's just a unit there waiting. The forces for Cal seem content here to just stay here. I really don't think Cal should charge in, but it does look like he's choosing to. I really don't think he should. Okay, yeah, he is backing off. It's a little too dangerous there, and a little too early to do a push on that tank line, especially when they've got such a severe wall there. It was just going to be a suicide mission, really. That would have let Casey get back in the game, but Cal being intelligent and backing off, which is very good play by him. He's got a lot of gateways. He has an absolute lot of gateways. That next is getting several cannons to defend it, and the forge spinning, so we're going to see some upgrades for the Protoss army, which is awesome. And dropship out for Casey. We'll see where this decides to go. I didn't see what it loaded up. I don't think the observers even know. I don't think they saw it either. We'll see if there's tanks or vultures or a combination of the two, and it's going to get scouted out by this observer actually. Yep, the observer's going to see that, so Cal's going to know that this dropship's going out. And I don't know if he's got any units in the area to intercept, but we will see. And what is Cal going to do? He is moving some dragoons over there to the 3 o'clock position, going to get ready to intercept it. And some vultures following the dropship around, but I'm not really sure why, unless he's going to do a more concentrated drop here. Yeah, that looks like what he's going to do. He's going to drop 2 tanks off, going to seize them up, and then he's going to pick up the 4 vultures and come in for some help here. And Cal's being forced to destroy his own pylons in order to get into the base here and to defend himself. And the 4 vultures have been dropped, so or 3 vultures have been dropped, so 3 vultures and 2 tanks in the back there. And he might actually be able to pick up a couple more vultures if you want. And Casey really should be placing some mines here. Casey is not placing mines. Casey placed a couple mines there. Cal does not have any observers in the area. That could have really done a lot of damage there, but unfortunately he